Hey, what's going on, guys? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. Hope you guys are doing well. Guys, with Second Sight making their big announcement for March with Scanners and The Brood, I thought today's video would be a fun one to do, and I kind of want to go over not necessarily what I think is going to be coming out. There is some of that in there, but also what I think would be a good fit for Second Sight and what I would hope and would want them to put out under their label and, of course, do their Second Sight magic on those movies. So that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about. I've got, I think, about 15 here. So I'm going to be going over those, and they're not going to be in any particular order except for one, and that one is going to be my most anticipated. I really hope they do that one. But of course, guys, if you like these kind of videos, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, hit that bell notification so you're notified anytime I post any of these kinds of videos. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so for number one, we are going to be talking about Eyes Without a Face. Now, I know Umbrella did just release this in 4K, but I figured, you know what, with Second Sight, especially last year, doing all of their French horror movies, I thought this would be a perfect, the one that really inspired Michael Myers' Halloween, and with it being a French horror film, I just thought this would be an excellent entry for Second Sight to pick up for their label, of course, would be Eyes Without a Face. Guys, this next one, I really think Second Sight would do an amazing job with this. Now, I did talk about it in past videos, and I'm shocked Umbrella hasn't done this, but I thought, you know, I think Second Sight would do a really good job with this, but we're talking about In a Violent Nature. I've got a few newer films on here as well, but yes, In a Violent Nature, I think that'd be a great film for Second Sight to dip their toe in. It's a more, like I said, it's more of a newer film, kind of a nod to Friday the 13th, really, is kind of what it is. You know, the slasher in the woods going after a bunch of teenage campers. So, but that's my number two pick, would be In a Violent Nature. Now for my number three pick, this one is a fairly new one as well. This one was just in the theaters not too long ago. I did do a review of this movie. Make sure to go down below. I'll have the link to that video down in the description. But this one we're talking about is Azrael. This one I really enjoyed, and I thought this would fit Second Sight really well. I think this would be a good pickup for their label. And so that's what I think that they should do, is I think they should do a release of Azrael, and heck, throw it on 4K. I know Umbrella is putting it out on Blu-ray, doing a slip, but man, if you give it the Second Sight treatment in a box set on 4K, I think it would look great. I think it would be a really good fit for them. But we have got number three, Azrael. Guys, so for number four, we are going to be talking about The Substance. Now, I know Mubi is the one, I think that's how you say it. Mubi is the one that is putting this out right now on 4K. And of course, you know they are going to capitalize on that. I mean, good Lord, you've got Demi Moore won a Golden Globe for it. So you know they're going to try and cash in as much as they can with this, putting this release out themselves. But guys, I think Second Sight do an amazing job with this. You know, heck, bring the actors back for this, do a little documentary for it. I think they would do awesome. And of course, with Second Sight and their transfers and the way they do their movies, excellent. So number four, The Substance. So guys, number five. Now this one I have talked about, and I think this would be an amazing get for Second Sight, would be 1986's The Fly. Now, of course, not the original one, but we're talking about the Cronenberg remake of it, especially with The Brood and Scanners. They're kind of touching into Cronenberg. I know they did Crimes of the Future, and I want to say they did Scanners way back in the day, but you know, hey, they could do some more Cronenberg this year, and I think that would be awesome. So I think The Fly would be a really good release. It would look great on 4K. Now, Scream Factory, I believe, don't have the rights to it anymore. They at least put the box set out of print. So that says to me, either they're gearing up for their own 4K box set, which, you know, unfortunately, I doubt it, because really Second Sight's been losing a lot of their titles to other boutique labels. So either that or they don't have the rights anymore, like I said. So Second Sight, if you guys can do that, that would be amazing. So that's my number five pick, The Fly. Moving on to number six, kind of in the same vein as The Fly. And what I mean by that is the idea that Scream Factory had the rights. They put out a box set for it, went out of print, and it was a Blu-ray when it went out of print. And so I don't know if Scream Factory has the rights still or they just lost it. But we are talking about 1976's The Omen. This would be awesome for Second Sight, I think, to do. Now, of course, I would love for them to do all of them, the Omen all the way up to, I don't remember what the last one was, but the one with Sam Neill. Do those movies in like a massive box set with Second Sight. That would be amazing, but I don't see them doing that. If they did it, it would just be the first one in 4K. I think that box set would look really, really awesome with Second Sight. So that's my number 6 pick, 1976's The Omen. All right, guys, moving on to number 7. This is a more recent release. This is an A24 release, but we have got Heretic. Guys, this was a awesome movie. Hugh Grant absolutely killed it in this movie. He was the starring role of this film. But, if Second Sight was to dip their toe into some more modern films for this year, I think this would be an awesome one for them. This, I think, fits the bill for them as well. But we've got number 7, Heretic. Now moving on to number 8. Guys, I don't see another label really being able to do this film justice. And I think this would be a great one for them. Now, I think, I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Synapse did this one. I think they did a 4K of this as well. But I think Second Sight, they would do an awesome job. But we're talking about the original 1977's Dario Argento's Suspiria. This would be another one, I'm telling you, would be really, really cool if Second Sight would do it. Like I said, I know Synapse did it, but I could see Second Sight doing a good job on that too. So there you go. Number 8, Suspiria. Moving on to number 9, we are going to be diving into a little more body horror. And, to be honest, I'm surprised Second Sight hasn't done this one yet. I don't know who has the rights to it, but I just think this one would be amazing. But Tusk, come on, that is like right up Second Sight's alley. I could see it. I think they would do a good job. So number 9, Tusk. Moving on, number 10. Now this one, I had talked to a few different content creators about this on what they think if Second Sight were to do this. And I think this could be a potential, not that I've heard any rumors, don't get me wrong, but I think this could be something that we might see this year. This would be an awesome, again, I don't want to start any rumors on this because I do not know. But again, with them doing some Cronenberg stuff this year, I think this would be perfect. 1977's Rabid. Guys, this would be a really, really cool limited edition release from Second Sight. Heck, do a 4K. I think it would be great. But we've got for my number 10 pick, Rabid. Now, guys, moving on to number 11, Frank from Frank's Media and Reviews and Brian over at Last Movie Standing will really appreciate this one. But Ready or Not, I think this would be a great one. This is actually one I reached out to Frank over at Frank's Media and Reviews about this and kind of picked his brain on kind of what he would like to see Second Sight do. And this was one of his picks. And I couldn't agree more. That's why I threw it into this video. But we are talking about for number 11, Ready or Not. Guys, moving on to number 12. I believe Scream Factory had this one. But again, it's another one of those where it was a Blu-ray and they haven't really touched it since then, but for number 12, The Autopsy of Jane Doe, I think that'd be a really good one for Second Sight as well. Now, I don't know if this one would be a 4K or Blu-ray they would do. I don't really know how they decide which one to do. Now, of course, with found footage, be a Blu-ray. But I mean, like with Raw, with Inside, and Frontiers, those were all Blu-rays, but those easily could have been a 4K. So I don't know what makes them decide to go with which, but for my number 12 pick, I'm going to go with The Autopsy of Jane Doe. But guys, moving on to number 13, guys, this one would be amazing. This is another title that Umbrella did, and guys, that one is so hard to get. It's out of print, crazy expensive if you want to get it on eBay, but we are talking about the Korean film, I Saw the Devil. One of the most amazing camera work shots in that car scene. You guys know what I'm talking about if you guys seen the movie. But guys, I think this one would be amazing. Second Sight would do a really, really good job with this. But that's my number 13 pick, I Saw the Devil. Guys, moving on to number 14. This one is a really, really good movie. I enjoyed this one. It's a great Halloween movie. Right now, it is just on Blu-ray. I think from Ronin Flicks, they have it right now. But we are talking about Haunt, the kind of sadistic, crazy haunted maze movie. Guys, this would be really, really cool. Get a 4K on that for Second Sight. They would do an amazing job with that. I could just see the box set right now with the masks. I just think it would be awesome. So number 14, we are going with Haunt. Now, guys, for my last pick, now this one is my number one in my opinion. This one I've been hoping that they would do. I don't know how likely it is because from what I understand, Lionsgate has the rights to this, at least the distribution rights. So this is an A24 movie. Guys, if they did this I think would be my #1 for the year. If they did that this year, this might be my #1 for Second Sight if they did this. And I'm pretty sure most of you would agree with me. But guys, my number 15, but this one was my #1 pick, Hereditary. I'm just surprised the boutique label hasn't done this one yet. But for Second Sight to do it, guys, this would be so cool. Get Toni Collette back, do an interview, an awesome documentary for this. Guys, this movie is like a horror masterpiece. So for Second Sight to do this, the box set would look amazing. The special features would look amazing. But guys, imagine an amazing Hereditary 4K box set with a really good hardcover book in there. Throw in an awesome documentary, kind of like what they did with the Blair Witch Project. I think this one, perfect. I think that would be probably Second Sight's best release ever, in my opinion, honestly. So that's my final pick, is Hereditary. But guys, let me know down in the comments, do you agree or disagree with any of my picks? And let me know down below if there's any that I missed that you think would be an amazing get for Second Sight. And of course, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, of course, hit that bell notification. Guys, again, this isn't to like spread any rumors of any that I think that Second Sight is going to do. These are just think of it as my wish list that I think they should do. But yeah, guys, that is my video for today. Of course, you all take care.